So today I'm going to talk about something that potentially not a lot of YouTubers would be willing to come talk about, and also the fact that this kind of goes on in the background and it's wrong and it's very dodgy, but it happens. And hopefully today you as an investor kind of watch this and kind of a little bit more cautious when you're listening to people talking about stock they're buying, and potentially are they saying this because it's their honest opinion, or are they saying this because they are paid to say this opinion? And I think that quite a few of you guys that are watching, my channel, have called this out previously. Some of you guys might not be aware, or I hope most of you are aware, but sometimes some people are paid to promote a stock. And for me, I've never taken a paid promotion to promote a stock. Some people will get paid to say that, oh, this stock is amazing, I think it's a buy, it's good because of X, Y, and Z, and they are only saying that opinion because they're paid to do it. They're not actually saying that because they believe it. And for me, I've never been paid to say, I really like this stock, I think it's a buy because of these reasons. If I'm buying a stock, it's because of my own opinion. I think that it is, if I'm buying that stock, I generally think it's a good stock, and I believe it will go up. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that because I'm getting paid to do it. But unfortunately, in the finance YouTube scene, there is a few people that are paid to promote a stock, and they're only saying it's a buy because they're getting payment for that. And there's sometimes that goes on in the background. And for me, I actually was approached a couple of weeks ago by a company who wanted to get promoted doing IPO, and they wanted to pay me, saying, oh, they're having a recent IPO. And I had a look at what they were saying and everything. And for me, I've got to consider every kind of financial aspect. Is that, a channel like me, quite a small channel that puts out 20 videos a week, I only really get, let's say 20 videos a month, give or take, let's say I do 5 videos a week. Sometimes I do videos on Sunday and Saturday, which obviously would put me above that every month, probably more towards 24, 25 videos. But let's say I do 20 videos a month, let's say I do, 5 Monday to Friday. And for me, I get about 200 a month, which I think a few people would actually think it would be a lot more than that, but it's not, especially with what the state the economy's in at the moment. The marketing spend for Google Ads has really gone down. I only get 200 a month, so if you work out that it takes me about 3 hours to do every video, realistically, my hourly rate for doing these YouTube videos is only £3 an hour, which obviously isn't a lot, and is very much below minimum wage. And it's not great. And obviously, as a point of view of if you're putting this time into making the content, and you're sacrificing that time, I could spend that amount of time going to do work on other businesses. I had a business that I actually shut down because of I wanted to spend more time making these YouTube comments. I know a few people will shout out, but you've got the Patreon. But if it wasn't for the Patreon, I wouldn't be doing 5 videos a week on YouTube. I would probably only do 1 or 2 videos. And there's a point of view where, if you are committing this time to this, you can't do that amount of hours for £3 an hour. So this is a point of view where you've got to look at affiliate links, working with a certain broker or something. And if it's a broker that you truly do believe in, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I was listening to this company that wanted to IPO, and they said, oh, what we wanted to do is just shout out, oh, we're IPOing on this date here, this is our company, check us out. And I was thinking, that's not too bad. That's not me crossing the line and going, oh, I think it's a buy because of this reason, and I actually don't believe in it. I think that's where it comes really unethical to be doing them sort of things, and I would never do anything like that. So I was listening to this company that was saying like, oh, this is what we want to do. So I said, oh, so if I do this, is that absolutely fine? Yeah. And then eventually they came back, and for that promotion, 30 seconds promotion about an IPO, they wanted to pay me £400. As you can see here, that was 2 months work of YouTube to just say that, which obviously you got to take into fact there. But then they came back to me going, oh no, what we actually want you to say is this, and I'm going to show you actually what this company, and by the way, this is on a major stock exchange, a public listed company, wanted me to say these things about their company, which are not true. So one of the things they didn't want me to say in the video was something about it being a sponsored video. Now, if you guys are not aware, if you are being paid to promote a stock, you have to say it's sponsored, and you also have to make sure it's in the YouTube video, and also for FCA regulations as well. And this company wanted me to drop any kind of wording or mention of sponsorship in the video. That was one thing that was like, okay, this is not good. A major listed company should not be saying this, but this is what they were suggesting. There was also things about the company being in a very good growth company. Now, unfortunately, if you actually look into the accounts, you'll actually see that the company is not growing on the last accounts. As you can see here, the company was actually declining revenue. So they actually wanted me as well to not only say that it wasn't a sponsored video, they actually wanted me to lie about the financials. The next thing as well was around the profit. They're actually saying it's a profitable company, which is important for any public listed company. Now, actually, once again, when you dig into the accounts, the losses are not actually profitable. The losses for the year actually doubled in the last time frame as well. And I think what they were trying to suggest is to use EBITDA numbers rather than actual profit numbers. But obviously, that is not great. Next thing is the suggestion of the share price being cheap. So they said they went on sale for only £1 each. Now, I think this is a bit of a, really, they're trying to build a bit of a Ponzi scheme here where they're trying to suggest to new investors, oh, look, £1 is a cheap share. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys that have been in the stock market for a while, share prices don't actually mean if a company is cheap or expensive. If it's a £1 stock, it's not cheaper than a £5 stock. It goes on the market capitalization, and it looks like they were actually trying to prey on maybe newer investors into the market by suggesting that a £1 share price is actually cheap for a stock to try and attract more uneducated viewers that are new to the stock market into buying this company. And this is the other scary thing as well. Look at this quote down here. So you have a chance to get in early as we expect the price to go up as they announce more news. This is scary. They wanted me to suggest that the company is very cheap and the share price is going to go up in the next few months. Really big red flags coming from this. And this is the actual quote on a script that got sent across. So with shares at £1, it's a low risk, high reward opportunity. That's scary. That's scary that a company is suggesting that its own shares are low risk and high reward at £1. This is, major red flags that they're suggesting there's not much risk to this opportunity for this company. So as you can see here, as soon as I saw this, I actually sent them an email back. I was saying, this is inappropriate for a major listed company to be sending this sort of information out. And the crazy thing is that this company that I was actually sending me this, they actually had a list of previous influencers that they actually worked with as well, which is, I'm not going to put them down here, but obviously it shows you that people are willing to do this kind of promotion. And as soon as I sent this across to them, I said to them, I said, you sending this across is against so many regulations, YouTube regulations, Ponzi, it looks like a big Ponzi scheme, really. And I said, I can't do that. On my YouTube channel, I said, I don't mind working with affiliates if I do believe in the affiliates or if it's my opinion. But as soon as there's information going across where there's a company there, a major company that's wanting to promote false revenue numbers, false profit numbers, suggest the company is low risk and high reward, the shares are cheap at £1 and we expect it to go up, that is absolutely wrong, and it shouldn't be allowed. And to this day, I still are surprised that the FCA is still not tighter on these sort of things being allowed out there. Clearly, this company thinks that it's able to send those sort of things out and get influencers to do it, and influencers are accepting to do it, and there will be no repercussions for doing that action. And I thought it was absolutely crazy. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because sometimes obviously I don't think you maybe see what kind of goes on in the background, and there's not many people that really say these sort of things about some of the things that does go on in the background. And just be careful, every time you are listening to any sort of finance news, stock opinions, buying stocks, just be really careful that you're forming your own opinion on that stock, and you're always being very cautious that, is this person actually telling me the truth about this company? Do they actually believe in it? Is this their actual opinion, or are they only saying that because they are paid to say that? Clearly this company that was approaching me trying to get this stock promoted, they wanted to see any lines or sponsorship elements that was put in the video removed. That was a suggestion that anything that says sponsored is removed from the video to make it look like it's a genuine opinion rather than actually being a paid promotion, which is, once again, major red flag. So yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you guys, because obviously sometimes I don't think you guys see that dark side of it. And also, just a warning for you guys, just be really careful out there when you are listening to people on the internet, and what are their actual beliefs and attention, and are they speaking their actual opinion, or they're saying that because it's you know, a bit of a paid promotion, I guess, really. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Something a little bit different there, but just a little bit of a warning, just be cautious out there, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. Smash that like button. See you in a bit.